This stop is Kings Plaza. Next stop, Flatbush Avenue and Avenue T. This stop is Flatbush Avenue and Avenue T. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Fillmore Avenue. Transfer available to B100. This stop is Utica Avenue and Fillmore Avenue. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue O. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue O. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue N. Transfers available to B41 and B41 Limited. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue N. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue M. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue M. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue L. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue L. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue K. Transfers available to B82, B82 SBS and BM1. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue K. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue J. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue J. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue I. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue I. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue H. Transfers available to B6, B6 Limited, B103 Limited and BM2. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue H. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Kings Highway. Transfer available to B7. This stop is Utica Avenue and Kings Highway. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Farragut Road. This stop is Utica Avenue and Farragut Road. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Foster Avenue. This stop is Utica Avenue and Foster Avenue. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Avenue D. Transfer available to B8. This stop is Utica Avenue and Avenue D. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Clarendon Road. This stop is Utica Avenue and Clarendon Road. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Beverly Road. This stop is Utica Avenue and Beverly Road. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Tilden Avenue. This stop is Utica Avenue and Tilden Avenue. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Snyder Avenue. This stop is Utica Avenue and Snyder Avenue. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Church Avenue. Transfers available to B35 and B35 Limited. This stop is Utica Avenue and Church Avenue. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Linden Boulevard. This stop is Utica Avenue and Linden Boulevard. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Lenox Road. This stop is Utica Avenue and Lenox Road. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Winthrop Street. This stop is Utica Avenue and Winthrop Street. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Rutland Road. This stop is Utica Avenue and Rutland Road. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Maple Street. This stop is Utica Avenue and Maple Street. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Empire Boulevard. Transfers available to B12 and B17. This stop is Utica Avenue and Empire Boulevard. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Carroll Street. Transfer available to B17. This stop is Utica Avenue and Carroll Street. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Eastern Parkway. Transfers available to the 3 and 4 trains, B14 and B17. This stop is Utica Avenue and Eastern Parkway. Next stop, Utica Avenue and St. John's Place. Transfer available to B45. This stop is Utica Avenue and St. John's Place. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Prospect Place. This stop is Utica Avenue and Prospect Place. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Bergen Street. Transfers available to B15 and B65. This stop is Utica Avenue and Bergen Street. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. This stop is Utica Avenue and Atlantic Avenue. Next stop, Utica Avenue and Fulton Street. Transfers available to the A and C trains in B25. This stop is Utica Avenue and Fulton Street. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and Bainbridge Street. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and Bainbridge Street. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and Halsey Street. Transfer available to B26. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and Halsey Street. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and Putnam Avenue. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and Putnam Avenue. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and Gates Avenue. Transfer available to B52. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and Gates Avenue. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and Green Avenue. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and Green Avenue. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and Lafayette Avenue. Transfers available to B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Malcolm X Boulevard and DeKalb Avenue. Transfers available to the J train, Q24, B38 and B38 Limited. This stop is Malcolm X Boulevard and DeKalb Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Lawton Street. Transfer available to B47. This stop is Broadway and Lawton Street. Next stop, Broadway and Willoughby Avenue. This stop is Broadway and Willoughby Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Jefferson Street. Transfers available to the M&Z trains. This stop is Broadway and Jefferson Street. Next stop, Broadway and Arion Place. This stop is Broadway and Arion Place. Next stop, Broadway and Park Street. This stop is Broadway and Park Street. Next stop, Broadway and Flushing Avenue. Transfers available to B15, B43 and B57. This stop is Broadway and Flushing Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Cook Street. This stop is Broadway and Cook Street. Next stop, Broadway and Leonard Street. This stop is Broadway and Leonard Street. Next stop, Broadway and Lorimer Street. Transfer available to B48. This stop is Broadway and Lorimer Street. Next stop, Broadway and Borum Street. Transfer available to the G train. This stop is Broadway and Borum Street. Next stop, Broadway and Montrose Avenue. This stop is Broadway and Montrose Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Hooper Street. This stop is Broadway and Hooper Street. Next stop, Broadway and Marcy Avenue. This stop is Broadway and Marcy Avenue. Next stop, Williamsburg Bridge Plaza Lane 4. Transfers available to B24, B32, B39, B44 SBS, Q54, Q59, B60 and B62. This is the last stop. This stop is Williamsburg Bridge Plaza Lane 4. This is B46 to the Williamsburg Bridge Plaza. A fare is required to ride.